procurement funding, allowing the Pentagon to spend dollars to get a large supply of new weapons and munitions, and then the drawdown authority, giving the president authorization to send a certain value worth of older weapons and munitions to Ukraine. So to unpack that, let's start with the largest component of the bill overall, the procurement funding. It's split into service-specific components and one larger $13.4 billion pile. That big chunk there is basically a general Ukraine-related replacement fund. It allows DoD to replace articles that it sent to the government of Ukraine, either through new production or the reactivation of old stock, or replacing equipment and services that have been sent to third countries who have sent their own equipment to Ukraine at the request of the United States. So if the US requested a country send its Soviet-era kit to Ukraine and provided American equipment in turn, that could potentially come out of this bucket. Then there are a number of smaller, and I use that term loosely, individual procurement lines for the different services that are intended to buy specific things but don't necessarily need to be directly in relation to weapons that have been sent to Ukraine. They just need to, quote, respond to the situation in Ukraine and for related expenses, end quote. What these items might do, however, is give us a little bit of a clue as to what sort of equipment the US has been sending to Ukraine so far and what it anticipates its future needs there might be. For example, the Army is getting $5.6 billion for ammunition procurement, $2.7 billion for missile procurement, and about $309 million for that most important of all categories, other. I'm sure there are a lot of businesses out there that wish they could write off more than $300 million worth of expenses as other, but I imagine as far as most national tax authorities are concerned, that's a superpower pretty much reserved for the military budget.